Yo, peace and blessings to everybody out there. This is the Mic Council, brought to you by Heritage Hip-Hop, brought to you by DJ Kawon, and brought to you by the Hello Effect. Not only are you amongst hip-hop royalty, you're amongst the people who give a damn about you and this hip-hop culture. So make sure you hit the like button. And no matter where you're watching this broadcast, subscribe, like, share, and let's build this community because we are better one ear at a time, one show at a time, and the competition ain't doing what we do. Once again, my name is Karev. I'm with my co-hosts.
Queens in the building, DJ Kawon, Mixtape Show, Kawon J Radio, Kawon J Media. All of that wrapped up into one. What's good, y'all?
What up? What up? You already know who it is. Your boy Seek representing the Hello Effect. You know what I mean? I'm outside. You know what I mean? What's good? How y'all doing? Good to see y'all. And happy Father's Day to everybody
Happy
that's
Father's Day.
watching, that's a father, and happy Father's Day to you gentlemen right here.
Yeah,
My
happy Father's
bros.
Day. Happy Father's Day to the father figures, happy stepfathers, all that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
If
that's a
you
fact.
if you affect a young person's life as a man, salute to you. You know what I mean?
Salute,
Nah, that's a fact.
100%. So for everybody out there that does not know, we're on the road to 5,000, which means when Heritage Hip Hop, DJ Kawon, and the Hello Effect reach 5,000 subscribers each, we will give back to you, our community, with something free that you will enjoy. We guarantee that you're going to enjoy this. All right. Whether you're local or you're overseas, we have something special for you. And we mean
Nah, that's
that.
a fact.
That's
Facts.
Word, 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 word.
second. Be prepared for the Heritage Hip Hop Awards, August 29th, 8 p.m. We're looking for all artists, all publicists, all labels to submit your artists for the show. All right. The last day to submit is the last day of the month of July. All right. So you can submit for Artist of the Year. You can submit for Album of the Year for solo artists and collab project, which is a group project. And it doesn't have to be only hip hop, it's all music. You can submit it. All right. You can submit it to Karev at heritagehiphop.com. All submissions come with a fee, $25. All right. And we're using all the money to promote the artists and the show. Also, we're also taking music video submission and freestyle video submissions because Heritage Hip Hop believes that all independent artists deserve the respect to be seen, heard, and respected, just like the mainstream artists who always forget about the underground movements. Period. So make sure you join us, submit your stuff, and if you have any questions, you can DM me at Heritage Hip Hop on Instagram for more information. All right. So let's catch up a little bit. How was y'all week like? Come on, what was your week like?
Oh man, just gearing up for the release this Tuesday, man. I'm going old school, new music Tuesday. Boom Bap alumni is gonna be here. Still CDs have gotten shipped out. Those will be coming in by Wednesday, I believe. Still waiting for the cassettes to get done. I know there's kind of a backlog right now on cassette tapes because everything most of the parts are in overseas, so the little ribbon that's a part of the cassette tape, those have been backed up a little bit, but they should be coming in soon. So if you ordered, I got some pre-orders already. We already made some sales on the pre-orders on tapes, cassettes, and digital downloads. So salute to those who did that so far. Appreciate that. So that's coming out Tuesday. We got the new music video dropping in the following week with my man Notes 82. The Lobby Story animated video, animated by my man Hostiles from H&L Associates. And we Boom Bap alumni, man. I've been booking interviews to get ready for that, for promo stuff. Birthday's on Tuesday, going out to the Cali Thursday through next Monday to go to the Roots picnic out there and see my wife's family. So I'm excited, man. This is a good week. So I'm excited and exhausted all at the same time. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. See, what's up?
All right, so the normal everyday thing, you know what I mean, content, getting these interviews out, you know what I mean, networking. I was at New Music Wednesdays this past Wednesday. It was a short night, but we is celebrating Juneteenth, and I had the honor to interview three-time niece of Harriet Tubman, Rita Daniels. I don't know anybody familiar with her. She put out a book. So we talked about a regular interview and also talked about the book, and also she signed this book. You know what I mean? I love free gifts. And I interviewed um another young lady that's going to be doing something to show love and respect to K Slay. You know what I mean? They starting a podcast. I don't know if what it's gonna be called, Straight and Stunning. I gotta get back to it. And I want to say shout out to Faith Evans, man, because me going to see it, they honor her with that street name. Our picture, it went viral pretty much. You know what I mean? And Faith Evans and Duodo, they actually shared it on their page and stuff like that. Is that I believe 52,000 views and stuff like that, shares and stuff like that. And also through that one picture, I met a publicist and I was able to, I mean, get some interviews and some resources on Friday. I have shot out to New York and interview a retired NFL player by the name of Terrence West. I don't know if anybody familiar with him. T Savage, which is a Baltimore rapper. I interviewed her already on New Music Wednesday, but she put out a movie, you know what I mean? And it's about her life. She watched her father get murdered in front of her, you know what I mean? And also her mother was a queen pin. Her name is Chantel. I can't think of the last name, but I'll get back to you before the end of the show. But I got to interview her also. So it was a great, weekend. And also I went to Atlantic City yesterday. Went to go support one of my people. She's a comedian. Her name Mighty Des. I don't know if you've seen her, Karev, but if you did, you're gonna see she on all over my page and stuff like that. And we went out to Atlantic City to the Tropicana, and it was like a little bar type of thing in the back. I had the stage. The comedian was actually, funny or whatever. I'm gonna talk about this a little bit offline, but I'm gonna see if I can reach out and see if I could probably do some events at that little spot. Because like I said, it's inside the casino. You know what I mean? So that might be an opportunity for any indie artists or anybody that's doing something that want to be in front of people. You know what I mean? Because I also interviewed. He do a lot of. I want to say he's a promoter for like comedy events and stuff. Like he huge out there. You know what I mean? He worked with actually Capone, the comedian's supposed to come yesterday, but he got sick. Cause I would have probably met him. I probably got a chance to interview him, but I ain't gonna bore you with all the stuff I did. There's a lot of stuff, but just to sum it up, that was my weekend or whatever in a nutshell. You know what I mean? What about you?
All right, well, salute to you. Shout out to Capone, the gangster comedy. That's my guy. He's funny, yo.
Yeah, word.
Yeah, I was outside for the Knicks parade, getting trampled on, people falling on me and shit. Man, people was climbing the scaffolds and a motherfucker fell on me, yo. Glasses fell off the face. I'm pissed off. You know what I mean? It was a lady behind me. She rolled up in the head. She fell on me. I was like, God damn, like, yo, it was hot. When I say, I'll never do that shit again. Shout out to the Knicks for winning the, shout out to everybody that wins. But parades, y'all can have that shit. I'm not doing it again.
They gotta wait. They gotta wait more than 50-something years to do it, so it won't be as big. You know what I mean?
and I mean, they was out. Old people, young people. The cops was partying. People was falling off buildings and shit. Like, yo, it looked crazy. What? Did you see the guy who got high and passed out on top of the subway joint? They had to get him back to life.
Yeah,
Listen, they was going bananas. But it was a dope experience to see a team that I like and going to my first parade, because every other parade that other team I like, I never got to go to. So that was a once in a lifetime experience for me. I'm not doing that shit again. I don't give a fuck who wins. I'm not going, yo. That was deep. Besides that, I did my show on the Carmelo Anthony trial, but it wasn't about the trial. Mostly it was about parenting. And we're gonna talk a little bit about that today. And Heritage Hip-Hop is outside. So y'all look forward to videos of me outside with the camera. And I'm just gonna, or my phone, I'm just gonna interview people on the spot about hip-hop and things going on in the culture. Because at the end of the day, we need to talk about these things because we got a lot of shit going on and it's real out here, you know what I'm saying? But let's get started with some of the topics that we have. So we talked about Father's Day, right? And part of the show I did was on navigating parenting in today's society, especially with the racism, the social media, the music. How do y'all do it? Like, are y'all like, as parents, do y'all fear for your children? Like, do y'all have a thing going on where not only are you monitoring what they're looking at and what they're listening to, is it like you got like a fear going on when it comes to looking at your babies at night? Well, how do y'all feel about that?
What you mean, like have a fear of them? Like something's gonna happen? So
like the world, you don't control the world, and they have to go out in this motherfucker, and they don't, and you can't protect them from everything. Like that feeling.
somewhat and some not, because you know what I mean. I try to get them the tools that they need. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I feel like in today's society, especially for the youth, especially that, like, we got the internet and stuff like that, and they brain ain't fully developed, so it's easy to influence them. Like, you understand what I'm saying? They even believe a stranger over their parents. So you gotta kind of have that relationship. You gotta kind of break it down and explain. As parents, right now, I feel like we gotta do overtime. You know what I mean? Even though we got our own life to live, we gotta cut some of that time out and put more time on our kids. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because communication is failing, because a lot of people communicate through phones, through text. Like, we got to stop that. Pick up the phone, talk to that person, because you can misconstrue something if somebody texts you. You ever had somebody be like, yo, why are you talking to me like that? I'm like, oh, I said something regular. How can you predict, or how can you interpret what I'm saying through a text? Like, you know what I mean? People, I'm talking about as far as like emotions. Like, you know what I mean? Unless I'm actually saying the words. But when it comes to the kids, I try to tell my kids, talk to them, you know what I mean? Let them know, like, don't believe everything. Matter of fact, don't believe nothing you see, you know what I mean? To the point where it's like, your kids be like, yo, dad, what's the name said it? I don't care what the influencer said. You know what I mean? I've been here already. You know what I mean? So I feel like we just gotta continue to talk to our kids, put in their brain, you know what I mean? Like, look, man, that internet ain't what it is. And that's just my point of view.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. You try to prepare them for the world, but my kids are 6 and 11, so I don't want to take away their innocence by scaring them as much, but we do have the conversations. Like, I got an 11-year-old son who's about to go junior high, so the conversations are a little bit different now. You know what I'm saying, as far as expectations and what to look out for. The Carmelo thing was a perfect opportunity for me to talk with him about, kind of knowing what to do in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like somebody's pressing you or this, that, and the other, always go find an adult to talk to. Don't try to always take things into your own hands, that type of stuff. Um, and just, just be more mindful and be more aware of your surroundings now, because you're about to hit the next level in school where the bullying may happen a little bit more. And, my kid he's a tall, lanky kid. He's not a big, big kid. So, I don't worry about him because he's a smart kid, and he's one of those kids that when he walks in the room lights up. You know what I'm saying? So I tell him, just don't use that to your advantage, but don't be naive, because people will use that against you. You know what I mean? So, but he has a good set of friends that he's going to school with who look out for him. You know what I'm saying? They look out for each other, so I'm not worried about that much. My daughter, she's 6. We have the stranger danger talks with her, and instead of just saying, screaming or hollering whenever if a stranger comes, we tell her just curse, just say, because think about it, like when you're in a group, when you're outside and you hear kids just screaming, that don't really trigger anything in you as an adult, because you're thinking kids just being bad, right? So we tell her just go off, just like, get the fuck away from me. I don't fucking know you, because that's going to catch your attention. Like, oh, what is that? You know what I'm saying? So we kind of been teaching her that kind of stuff with stranger danger, and just kind of she's sick, so not as much going on, but the usual stuff. Nobody puts their hands on you, nobody touches you. Only people who can, you know, get close to your private parts is going to be mommy, daddy, or a doctor to look at you, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So that type of stuff. So it's, kids are smart. Kids are pretty resilient, I think, bro. Honestly, I think they're more protected now than we were coming up. Because, like, I was explaining to my son how I was 6 years old and I was walking to school by myself and taking public transportation. You know what I'm saying? So, he would never get that opportunity in my book. But I think kids are resilient. Kids are pretty smart. They do the online stuff, but they mostly talk to their friends, and they kind of create their own little group chats. They really don't be out there too much with, well, not my daughter, but my son. So he's rarely I rarely hear him talk about new people. It's always like his little crew. Just because he's like me when it comes to that. Like, he doesn't like being around too many people, so he's comfortable within his little circle. So, but you just got to keep an eye on it, man, and just be smart and just kind of ask your kids questions, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to talk to them, ask them questions, even if it's uncomfortable. Just ask those questions, because you got to know as an adult. You know what I mean?
Hey, Karev, let me ask you a question. Since you're a teacher, right?
Yes, indeed.
Do they what are they teaching? Do they still teach kids, you know what I mean? Like if they're in trouble to yell help, fire, you know what I mean? Them type of things. Like what are they teaching these kids like when they come across like danger and stuff like that?
Nothing. Because that's not in the curriculum in New Jersey anymore. They've taken that out. So it's up to the teachers to teach that. Like me in my classroom, when I was young, they used to have us know you had to learn your phone number, you had to know your address, you had to know 911. That's not part of the curriculum anymore. That's extra that we teach the children to keep them safe. So like me, myself, and some other teachers, I'm not gonna take credit like I'm the only one. We make it our business to teach them pride in how you look and who you are, pride in where you're from, know your parents, learn your address, learn your birthday, learn your a phone number so you can be found. We do our best with that. I joke with the kids all the time. You know, I tell them my phone number is 2222-222. Got that from De La Soul, right? And I get that to get them motivated to know how to use the phone. Then we go over 911. Then we go over what's your mom's number. If you was in trouble, how could you call your mom? You know, and those are this year. They didn't even go out over at all. We had to talk to the kids about that in the classroom. So those are like, I'm making it my business, especially as you brought that up, that those are like packets and things we have to give the kids so them to know. And where I teach, they feel the children are too young for this, and I don't think they are. Because the more a child knows, the more you expose them to, the more defined their brains can be, the more they can be experiences different types of thought. And even coming off of that with your question, that's what bothers me about the world today, that yes, they are more protected than we are, but they have to be because they're more exposed to things than we are. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
But
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just shouting somebody. Go ahead. My bad.
There's more porn in the world now. I have a student who would come to school and his mom would give him a tablet and a cell phone. And when I took his phones, I heard the phone in the book bag, Instagram was on, and you got women playing with their breasts on the phone, and there's a little 3-year-old boy who has it. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's ridiculous. I've had bride do how to get dressed tutorials, a woman posing in the camera on an Instagram for a little 3-year-old, and she says, well, I give him the tablet. I give him the phone because the tablet broke. Turn that off. I'm on the phone. I'm on my thing. So like, yeah, like you have like exposure to all these things. Porn. Most kids now are so technologically savvy that they're not mentally savvy. And that bothers me because you got all the technology, you got all the AI, you have all the hands-on robotics, electronics that children don't know how to really think anymore. And in my classroom, that's the one thing I say, look, parents, they're gonna know their ABCs, they're gonna know their numbers, they're gonna know their letters, they're gonna get all that. But if your child does not know how to problem solve, you really have an issue. And a lot of our people want to give their children tablets and shit and don't have them think for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's my biggest fear with these kids out here, because when I was younger, it was more, I'll buy you everything you need to keep you happy. Nowadays, no matter what you give somebody, they're not happy. And as I grow older and get into this education field, I found out people are raising their children through their own trauma, not based on the world that they're in. If somebody was abused, they're going to teach their children how to fight rather than how to protect themselves. If you have people who were latchkey kids, they're going to have a lot of independence put on their children. And the children grow up and get like, wow, I got to go through this. I got to take care of others. Why can't you help be there for me? And you know what I'm saying? And even with my grandson, I grew up, you know, in two places at the same time with two different mental things. I grew up in Newark, New Jersey, but I didn't live in Newark. I lived in South Orange, New Jersey. So two different neighborhoods, two different lifestyles, one brain, two different sets of emotions in one person. It affected me a lot. And one thing with him, I don't want him to be as angry and hardened as me, but I don't want him to be a sucker as well. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to policing, racism, money, how to wash your butt and clean up the house, everything, all that stuff is important, because you'll be surprised how much a lot of children don't know. You feel me? Even when it comes to our music, man, like the simple fact he likes Tribe Called Quest, that makes me happy. But I can't play Wu-Tang to him right now. He's too young for that.
Yeah.
I won't play MOP and Helter Skelter for him, especially not until he's like 14 and 15, so he can understand it. You know what I mean? And I definitely ain't playing him Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like that's the things that get to me, because parenting in 2026 isn't even about raising children. It's protecting them from you and the world outside. What y'all feel about that?
Yeah, like I said, it's there's times I got to stay off of social media because everybody reporting everything in real time. So it's just like with the Carmelo situation and the other one with the shooting with the young man who the in Carolina's that started kind of taking its toll on me, and I had to shut it down just because instantly you're gonna start thinking about your kids and them being in that situation. So it's like you said, brother, you trying to raise your kids to correct your blind spots that your parents had, not creating your own. Cause everybody's gonna have a blind spot, right? When you raise children. So it's you know, it's one day at a time. That's what you can't get overwhelmed with it. You just can't get overwhelmed with it. You gotta take each situation as a teaching moment, you know what I mean, when you can. But you still gotta let them be kids too. You can't raise them to be militant every day, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not built for that. So you gotta let them be kids, and you gotta let them um, be kids. And when it's a teachable moment, teach them at that time, because it's because I know some brothers who got children and they kids have no personality because they parents got them so scared of everything and scared of the world that they're not kids, man. They're like little adults. And I was like, I can't do that for my children. I just gotta, when it's a teachable moment, we'll teach. But it's rough, and it's only gonna get worse as time goes now because the family structures has been changing generation by generation. So I can only imagine how it would be when my kids have kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. My kids, they ghetto. You know what I mean? And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in I'm trying to teach them stuff that other people ain't teaching them. Like, you understand, things that I had to learn as I got older. You know what I mean? I want to teach them at a younger age. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because I think we forget those things. You know what I mean? They're gonna be kids regardless. Go ahead, have fun, go play. You know what I mean? Be bad because they gotta learn. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because either it's gonna be me beating your ass or the police. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And the police don't give a fuck about you. They'll kill you, like, respectfully. So, um, right now I think the wars with social media and the internet, like, you understand what I'm saying? It's like it's a lot different than when we were children, because go outside and play. You know what I mean? My parents, I got two brothers and a sister. You know what I mean? My mother got four children and stuff like that, single mom. So we couldn't get those games and systems and all that stuff that everybody else was getting. So all we could do is go outside, you know what I mean? Or play board games. I think we need to get back to that too, like that family time, like playing board games, cards and stuff like that. Nowadays, just like, here, take the tablet. Nah, that's the same shit of us having a phone. Like, while we at dinner with our significant other, our family. Like, why we still on phones? I think like the dinner table, eating at the dinner table, we need to bring that back, because that's when you can have those conversations. You know what I mean? And it won't feel like it's pressure or like you strict with your kid. You know what I mean? Because y'all like dinner, talking, eating and stuff like that. So that's my take on it.
I like to take walks too. I go on my walks every day, and I take them with me, and we just converse. Natural conversation, talk about what's going on in nature. They know we got to do at least 2 miles every time we go out, so that's always like a nice little ease for them to kind of open up a little bit because they out in nature and they enjoying themselves, they playing and stuff like that. So that's always one of our things we do is we just go for a walk every day.
That's what, as y'all seen, I got photobombed by my grandson. He wanted to be a part of the conversation so bad.
Hello.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Hi.
So, what you want to say to everybody that's watching you live on all three platforms? Stop breathing on my neck. What you want to tell them? Say it.
I listen to Tribe Called Quest a lot, and I really
Nice.
like it. I like it.
There you go. What's
What's
your
your
favorite song? What's your favorite Tribe Called
Okay,
Quest
all
song?
right.
Say it.
Yes, can I kick it?
Can I
Yes,
kick
I
it?
can. Can I kick it? Yes, I can.
Well, let him be gone. Oh, there you go. All right. Yeah, man. Like, but one thing I will say to everybody out there, parents, grandparents, Father's Day, Mother's Day, whatever. The days don't matter. It's your be present and be attentive to your children. Because at the end of the day, we've been taught the wrong thing by parenting because we've been taught through trauma. Here's a quick story for y'all. My grandmother, rest in peace, raised my mother, rest in peace, thinking that she was gonna die before she was 30 years old. So my grandmother was very hard on my mom because my grandmother saw her mother die. So she said when she became a mother, she thought when she became a mother, she was going to die. So she was very, very hard on my mom. You know what I'm saying? And my mom had even raising me. My mom was very independent. Just do this, do this, do this. You know what I'm saying? And we take a lot of these traditional traumas into our lives and we put them on our children. So here's 3 things I want to tell all parents out there as respect of my craft and my profession that we do wrong that I want y'all to think about. When a child speaks or does not speak, please don't tell them to use their words. Because if you don't give them the words, what are the words they're going to use? You have to structure patterns of thought for them. So don't give your child the words only. Help them talk through and mentally figure things out. That's first. Second, ask your children independent, open-ended questions. How was school today? Good. Nah. Ask them things like, what did you learn today? What was the best part of your day? What was a challenge you overcame today? Ask them something that gets them to speak. In the inner city, we know more slang than we do functional words. So try to use functional words. No, don't try. Fuck that. Use functional words with your children. One thing I used to love to do with this little boy that you seen breathing on my neck over here rapping. One thing I used to love to do, I used to take him when we used to go to Costco and BJ's. He's the littlest boy in the world, couldn't speak yet. And I would ask him, what would you like for dinner tonight? Do you have a taste for something? What does your appetite want you to eat today? I'm putting all these words in. And while everybody looking at me like, why are you talking to him like that? It showed him prove because this smart mouth little boy is able to have conversations and cut you where he needs to with his words. And I like that. And here's another thing. And the last thing I'm going to tell you when it comes to, I'm going to ask of you when it comes to your children, do not get upset when your child asks you why. Because people get upset when they hear why and they don't have the answer. Take the time to sit down with your child and teach them and learn things with them. Have a conversation, read a story, introduce them to important people of the culture. And I don't mean just hip hop. Don't teach them about damn KRS-One and all that all day, but teach them about Patrice Lumumba, Malcolm X. Teach them about Ida B. Wells. Teach them about current people in society. Tamika Mallory for the young ladies. Even if hip hop, my son and what he stands for. We got King Tut in Jersey who does things when it comes to society. You know, we have people out here who really are working and making differences in the world. So please be attentive because at the end of the day, if we don't talk to our children will never know the importance of their power. And speaking of power, we can go into the next subject, which is the boycotting. Because boycotting seems to be a power that many of our people take for granted. In our country right now, we have an Asian boycott going on, which is destroying the Asian dollar in this country as we speak in different areas of the country. And we have an artist who did not read the room about the boycott. So let's dissect that. Seek, I'll let you start this off first. What do you think about the Asian boycott? And is the black dollar the most important asset America takes for granted?
All right, so the Asian boycott, I'm gonna speak on this perspective. I feel like it's a good thing if we're gonna actually do it. You know what I mean? But as of right now, I ain't the type of person that's about hearsay. I want to see the data. Like, are we really boycotting it? You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be honest. A lot of that black dollar, when it comes to the Asian thing, is, you know what I mean. I don't know the data, but a lot of it comes from like beauty supply stores and stuff like that, cosmetics and stuff like that. You know what I mean. And beauty is one powerful thing in today's society. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So if they don't get it from the Asians, where they getting it from? Like, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, I feel like some black and brown people, they get riled up when shit popular. Like, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, let's do this. Then a week or two, that shit died down. nobody paying attention, they're gonna be right in that motherfucker spending money. Like, you understand what I'm saying? But the whole gist of it, yes. I know, shout out to East Stearns on Central Avenue. Anybody know if Jersey is a black-owned beauty supply store? Go support them. Right there. It's on Central Avenue and Grove Street. That shit been there forever. Go support them. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I feel like we need to, even though it's probably not going to happen because we programmed to not support each other, to hate on each other, self-hate, but we need to support people that's doing things for our community that look like us. You know what I mean? I don't mind other people in our community if they sell a good product, but long as they give it back to the community. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Nonprofit. You getting our dollars, spend some of that in nonprofit. We got the youth that need programs. I just was talking to somebody, actually Terrence West, when I interviewed him. I'm like, yo, I grew up on the Boys and Girls Club. I don't know if any places that the youth could go. That's where they outside playing cops and robbers. But like, for real, back in the day, we was playing that shit for fun. They out here ping, ping, ping. Like, you understand? So if we're gonna do it, let's do it. You know what I mean? I know we all ain't gonna do it, but I need to see data, what state they doing that shit in. Where they at? That's all I'm saying. But I'm for it. I don't eat Chinese food either. I've been stopped eating that shit because I don't know what they selling.
Shout out to Fried Cat, by the way. All right, Kawon, what you thinking?
Cat fried rice, right? Yeah, I think first I think we got to stop thinking boycott mentality, because boycott means at some point you're gonna come back to it, right? Just call it a blackout. Take your dollars out and put it back into to the black businesses or whatever. And what I've been doing, because I've been consciously thinking too, like a lot of those, like you said, the Asian markets or whatever, they do sell black owned products. So what you can do is you can literally look on the back of those packagings and they got a website, so go directly to those products website and then get it directly, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I've been doing, is like if it's something that I support, that's like black owned, minority owned, I just go to the packaging and see if they got a direct website and just order directly. And you may get hit a little bit extra in the head because you know you're going directly, but that's cool too because you're supporting them directly. um it's impossible, like let's be real too, it's impossible to not spend your money just, you know what I'm saying, just with black people, because we don't have access to sell all the stuff or create all this stuff, right? This isn't, we don't have a Black Wall Street type situation. So I would say, like you said, the extra stuff, the luxury stuff, the cosmetic stuff, maybe black that out a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and just spend your money on the essentials at certain places until you can find a replacement, you know what I'm saying, because it takes time. You just can't overnight not do it. Like everybody's gonna not stop using Amazon overnight. That's gonna be impossible. So I think you have to be strategic, you have to be a little bit of mindful, you have to be a little bit more thoughtful. If you really about that, you know what I'm saying, then once you kind of figure out a way, pass that information on to the next person. Say, hey, I noticed that you get this stuff too. So why don't you try getting that same product through this? Because I know this is a direct route to so and so, so and so. So it's never going to be an overnight thing. You just kind of got to find those avenues to get to those people. You know what I'm saying? Just do your research and do a little bit of extra work. But like I said, I don't like calling it a blackout, a boycott. I call it a blackout, meaning I'm not spending my money there anymore. I'm gonna find an alternate route that's a black person or a minority business that respects us. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, there are Asian cultures and other Indians who they respect the community that they in, because I've seen them firsthand where they greet you and they know who's in the community, and they ask about how's your mom, how's your dad, you know what I'm saying? You can't, to me, you can't fake that. Some of that is genuine, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, there are some people that when you walk in there, they treat you like you're a criminal. Like, yeah, we don't need to spend our money there. But I feel like if they straight up and they treat you fair and all that stuff, I don't see a problem with spending money there. It's just cutting off the bad apples and spending that money somewhere else.
Yeah. Can I say something before you chime in, Karev? I just want to say that I just feel this personally, like, you know what I mean? It's been so many years and years and years and years. Now that we seeing all this stuff come back and forefront, like racism and stuff like that, I think we do need to go that extra mile and really support each other. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And I think it starts from the influence, because it's these celebrities, these athletes, all these famous people that's telling us, yo, go run and do this. Go, you should try to eat this. If you got to influence, that means you can influence that person to do this and do that. Like, you understand? But I guess it's the more easier and the more popular thing, because trying to, me, if I had the influence, I'm like, yo, go try DJ Kawon, you know what I mean, sub shop. People might not want to fuck with it, you know what I mean? But if I say, yo, go to Arby's, they got that cheesesteak, or I know Arby's is a million Arby's. So it's that situation also. But if I can't personally support somebody, I'm gonna support them. Like, y'all my brothers. I'm gonna support y'all. Like things like that. Like if I got a friend that's a chef and I'm having an event, I'll always do that. I always go to my peoples first. And I don't mean a person people I know, but I'm gonna try to go to somebody that look like me first to put that in their pocket. But still in all, when it comes to supporting each other, you still gotta carry yourself a certain way. Professional.
Yeah.
Don't
Word.
don't be like, yo, what up? Yo, no. How you doing, sir? Treat me with respect. Don't just because I'm black. Yo, what up, yo, what my nigga? I ain't doing business with you. I'm good.
Yeah. And real quick too, Kravis, we had a cool moment a couple weeks ago. We went to our local, like I live in a suburb out in Dallas, small town, kind of vibe to it, right? It gives you Andy and Opie Taylor, you know what I'm saying, in certain parts of the city. So they have like a market thing every last weekend. So was that like the second week of every month? They do like local businesses that you can come like a craft thing. So we walked around and everything, and my daughter, and must be her us watching us listen to us. She saw that this white family was doing the crochet things, right? And there was a black family that was doing the same thing. So instantly she was like, I want to go support them because I love supporting brown people. And that made me proud because we've never actively said that to her. We do it by our actions and we do it by, that type of stuff. So when she got it, she was just like walking, she was like, yo, I'm glad that I got to support that brown business. So that made me feel good. So little things like that, you know what I'm saying? You can also teach without, hitting them in the head all the time just by setting the example. My son, he has these, I wish I had him, he has this deck of cards and it's black facts, 52 cards, and it's like black facts that they don't teach you in school. And every day he gets up, he reads one of them, you know what I'm saying? And he'll ask me questions about that. Well, who's this? And sometimes I don't know, and we'll look it up. So that's how he's getting knowledge based off of certain people in history that we may not know. So you
That's
could do a lot
fire.
of it. You can do a lot without hitting them in the head by just, suggesting it or just kind of putting it in their face and just expose them to it. And they're gonna pick up on it. Like I said, kids are resilient, man. They're little sponges. They want to learn. So it's just a matter of how you present it to them.
We got to continue to teach the youth, man. We got to continue because I feel like, once again, a lot of stuff ain't here for them no more. You know what I mean? Like, you used to have like the big brothers, the aunties and stuff like that, go that extra mile. Like, you know what I mean? We don't got that no more because everybody's want to be young and they want to be lit. They want to be outside. You know what I mean? So we got to still set that example.
All right. Well, let's do some research for Seeks. And Seeks asks a great question. So, doing my research on the boycott, blackout, the states that show the most, first of all, it's not going to quantify data like somebody has all the information. I'm looking for this on Claude. So that's the AI I use for this. And it says that the boycott is only a couple weeks old because it started in June 2026. All right. And the places where the boycott has hit the hardest is South Carolina and Columbia, Richland County specifically, where the Rick Child shooting started. And
That's
then
the epicenter. Yeah.
and then a lot of the coverages, the number one outside of that has been St. Louis. There are general cities that have been in this, as in Baltimore, Texas, etc. And I can ask y'all, have y'all seen it? After I give you this, I give this information, and it says this boycott is reminiscent of the Latasha Harlins killing in 1991. That started a boycott boycott and protest in Los Angeles, Baltimore, and a number of Brooklyn neighborhoods. I remember the Natasha Harlins, the little girl, rest in peace, got shot in the back over orange juice.
Orange juice.
And this boy got shot over a bottle of water that he did not steal. So as of right now, it's only 3 weeks old, and there is no empirical data, but there are places where people are showing video of a lot of the Asian people upset because people are not coming into their stores to buy food, beauty supplies, and in one town, I'm looking at here, in one town in South Carolina, a beauty supply store marked their stuff 75% off to drive people to come back into the store, and people still did not come. And when people were going to shop at these communities, in these places, people have been stopping people and it's giving them alternate places that are black owned so people can go there and spend their money. Now, I can tell you in New Jersey, I can tell you this: me and my family, I've told them we're not getting no Asian food. Number one, because it's unhealthy for you. You know, we got to get healthier. And two, I don't really see it too much in Jersey because a lot of the Asian people in this area where I'm at, they employ high schoolers that are brown skinned people. So if you boycotted them, you know, you hurting somebody from the community. So I don't see it that much. But what I will tell you is this: it is about time that we understood the power of our buying power. It was empirical data. If 2% of our gross income that is spent in the Asian community was taken away, the Black community could save over $6.8 million. That's only 2% of your buying power, not 100. So if 2% went towards our own Black-owned businesses and not to them, we have accumulated $6.8 million. That's 50 states, y'all. $6.8 million to the economical dollar for the Black community. So just think about that boycotting and money is the power in America. And biblically speaking, it was Christ, whether y'all believe it or not, I don't care. But it was Christ, biblically speaking, he flipped the money table, and that's when they wanted to kill him. Martin Luther King was not killed because he wanted the white boys and white girls to hold hands with each other. That was not why he was killed. He was killed because he talked about money. He talked about land. He talked about the what's the act? Oh my God, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have the information from you right here, right now. But he talked about the act where people were coming from overseas, the Germans and all of them, and America was giving them land for being immigrants, where Black Americans were getting killed for their land, and that land was given away. If y'all have not been paying attention, the Black dollar has been under siege since slavery onto today. Because now we have slavery, and now slavery is redefined as sweat equity. So they want more men to go to jail for free labor. And if you listen to what Trump said about the Black job, that's when the motor companies come back and all Black people are gonna work in the factories and be sweat equities and not economists or people who are owning businesses. That's the dream of making America great again. So with that understanding, do y'all gentlemen want to touch on the boycott any much longer?
Yeah, I think honestly, I think the change is gonna come not from our generation. It's the younger kids. That's and the women. The women and the younger kids understand it more, and they can do a better job of call to action on a lot of this stuff, because the cat that the Asian cat that got on social media and was talking crazy cash shit and daring the Black community to boycott the businesses. Since he took it down since then, because I'm sure somebody got in his ear. But if you notice the lash back that came from that was mostly from younger people and women, right? Who was like, nah, bro, we finna call you a bluff on this, right? So I think like Seek said, if we focus a lot of our energy and time and put it into the younger generation and the youth, we gonna be all right. Because a lot of those younger, even the younger white kids for the most part, are used to being around brown and Black kids, right? So they can't relate, in my opinion, they really can't relate as much to the racism that's going on, because they've grown up around brown and Black, because that's their culture, right? And that's why the older white people are scared, because they see that they're quickly becoming the world minority even more now. So I think if we just keep pouring into these younger people, man, and just keep pumping them with all this information and knowledge, we gonna be all right, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as that, we just gotta get through this piece right here and just literally um just get through the bullshit we got going on. But definitely listen to the youth, man. Listen to the kids. I know we don't like quoting Kanye, but that's one thing I like that he says, like, yo, listen to the kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they're smarter than we give them credit for. So that's why I listen to my kids. I listen to everything they say when they talking about stuff. I pick up on it, because they know what's going on, and even when you don't think they do, they know what's kind of going on. So you just got to keep pouring them that information into them and correct them when they spit out crazy information. Be like, well, no, that's not actually that. This is factual. So let's keep putting facts into these kids, man. And I can see this thing blowing up. I can see this dollar thing turn around within the next few generations for sure.
And that's what it is. But the boycott has also extended. We have legs. We have the Jay-Z Target backlash going on. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, Jay-Z Jay-Z has partnered with Target to sell the vinyl for the Reasonable Doubt reissue, right? And a lot of people have called Jay-Z out because Jay-Z did not read the tea leaves. He's not reading the signs. We're looking at the backlash of why are you making partnerships with a company that said they don't want the black dollar or don't believe in DEI. 2026, we saw Nina Turner and Tamika Mallory talk about this. And this boycott actually started in 2025. Now, to Seek's credit, he said he wants data. Well, according to Afro-American newspapers, Target as a company lost $12.5 billion due to the Target boycott. Stock fell 30% during the 40-day Target fast and over 60% over the last couple of years. And that's a long-term trend, including the boycott. Target had in fourth quarter 2024, 3.1% sales dipped. And if you know anything about business, 3% is it's a big number, okay? Foot traffic in Target has fell 5.7% year after year from 2025. So that's 1 year. Foot traffic in the second quarter went 3.1. So it's been a gradual growth of people boycotting Target. Now, has there been any setbacks to this? Well, according to Morgan State, accounting professor has done empirical data on this in Dallas Weekly and Afro-American newspapers and said within the past 5 years, the sales have been weaker for a lot of these companies who did not support DEI, like Walmart, Costco, and Aldi. So the boycott amplified it even more, and the companies have, yes, lost billions. Now, the boycott technically ended when Bryant announced the close of it in March 2026 after Target made commitments fulfilling a $2 billion Black-owned business spending pledge. But other organizers like Levi Armstrong said Bryant had no authority to end it. So people have still been boycotting Target, saying that we don't have a Black leader and nobody can tell us when to stop if somebody's playing in your face. With that, we have the Jay-Z deal with Target, and people are saying, you're not reading the room. These people basically said they don't F with us. And because they lost so much money, they want to give us something that is not really equivalent to much. And you doing a business deal with them is a spit in the face to all the Black folks who's trying to stand up for the community, the culture, and the children, showing them the power of their dollar and spending. What do y'all guys say about that?
Hey, yo. Listen, when people gonna get out that Jay-Z spell, yo? Like, Jay-Z is a businessman. Like, he already said that shit. He a businessman. He trying to get the money for him and his family. He don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all customers at the end of the day. Like, he gonna do what he needs to do. And another thing, who the fuck shops at Target? I don't shop at Target, to be honest with you. So that boycott, I've been boycotted that shit. So I feel like only the uppity people really shop at Target. Or you trying to just go in there real quick because ain't too many people in there. It's quiet. I used to work at Target too. You know what I mean? But Jay-Z is gonna do what Jay-Z do. Like, and that even makes me wonder what he done to people that people don't like him. Because if you doing shit like this and you got the uproar from the community, like, what other things you been doing that people keep calling you out? Because now I feel like it's a Jay-Z hate train now. Like, you know, everything he do now, because Jay-Z used to be that type of person. Like, damn, Hov, yeah, Hov. They used to be happy for that type of situation. I don't even know what the deal was. Like, did they put out the numbers, like how much he got for this deal? Like, because I believe before he did a deal with Samsung before, right? For the album or something like that. What album was that? Was that
I think that
was
was
it
that Black album.
444 or
No, I think
the
it's
one before that, or the one that had the Justin Timberlake joints on? What's that joint? What was that?
Blueprint
that
3?
whole that
No,
Holy
no.
Grail album,
Yeah, that
that
one.
Magna Carta
Yeah,
joint,
I
yeah.
think it was that, either that or the one before that. He had a deal with it, you know what I mean? And that's how he was already because I think it was a deal where they bought 1 million copies, so he was already platinum and shit like that. It's some
Yeah.
funny shit, but my personal thing is, I love Jay-Z for his contributions. You know what I mean? When it came to whatever he put in hip hop, whatever point of view people see, I see. You know what I mean? Rockefeller, like, you understand what I'm saying? He had Rockaware. You know what I mean? He had Title. Got a whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean? But when it comes to Jay-Z, like I told y'all last on a few episodes, I ain't that person that give a fuck about going to see him at the Yankee Stadium. Now, if I get blessed to get a ticket, I'm cool, but no. And that freestyle to me was mid. Some people love it. Some people just love Jay-Z. So that's all I got to say about that, man. I don't want to speak. I'll let y'all get y'all POV on him. Or what y'all feel about
Uh,
the Target situation. Y'all care or like what's going on with it?
Hey,
uh,
Come on. Let me say
yeah.
one thing.
All right, all right.
There's no data on what the deal was for him with Target. All they say is it's 4 albums capped per customer at $40 a piece. That's it.
So I think I read somewhere the deal is like somewhere between 30 to 35 million or some weird number that Target's paying him for the exclusive rights to because Target's gonna be the only one that's gonna re-release that Reasonable Doubt album. So it's like an exclusivity
So it's
deal.
a
And
vinyl
that's
though? It's a vinyl, that's
yes.
it? That's it.
Yes.
Yes, it's like a repackaged vinyl album, basically is all it is.
So it's
So
for
it's
like
yeah.
so collectors. Is his signature on it? Is he signing them shits, or you just getting a?
You getting a repressed album that got new pictures on it, basically, is
How
what
many copies is
what I
getting released though? How many copies though?
that
Uh,
I don't know.
Because it
I
don't make
don't
sense
know.
if it's not exclusive. I feel like that should be dope.
It's
If you like, yo, I'm only doing 100,000 copies, and that's that.
it's yeah,
Like a
it's
release like that.
like in the bigger scheme of things, and I'll get into my opinion, for what he's worth business wise, it's a drop in the bucket. So this is why to me it's kind of a weird deal. Like you said, it's him working against the interests of what's going on. But Sean Carter, because I ain't gonna call him Jay, Sean Carter uses to me, and this is my personal opinion. He's used hip hop as a business, right? So he doesn't have to me, he doesn't have love for the hip hop culture. And I think he's just really good at what he does. Just like any businessman. He's like any CEO, any businessman, any kind of, finance guy who goes into the offices and stuff like that. He's really good at what he does to make money off of his product, right? So this it's never been to me when I view his moves, it's never been like, oh, this is him trying to further the culture of hip hop or rap music and like that. It's just him, Sean Carter, as a business person furthering his business. And this is just another thing because the NFL situation when everybody was on the NFL's neck for Kaepernick, he comes in and then all of a sudden that gets taken care of, and now all of a sudden he's curating the halftime show. So it was good for business for him to take that situation. You know what I'm saying? Buy low stock and sell high. That's basically what he's done his whole career. So this, I don't know what the end game for this is going to be. Because like I said, as far as the Sean Carter business, it doesn't make financially. It's a drop in the bucket for what he's worth. So I wouldn't see why he would basically get off the couch for this kind of money to have an exclusive deal with Target. Besides, like you said, just going against the interests of Black people, not rocking with Target is kind of like a spit in the face, and that's just how I feel personally about it.
Yo, when people gonna start listening to Dame now? Because you just made you started making sense. Now I'm starting to understand what Dame been talking about just off the last piece of things you just said. You know what I mean? Because Dame said that shit. It don't make sense. Dame said Jay-Z always, when somebody got something, he want to come in and scoop it. Like you heard the shit with the Cameron shit, New York City. And whatever other records, I mean, he said Jay-Z hopped on that shit. That shit was already a hit, and he hopped on it. Like, so I'm gonna let you. I'm done with Jay-Z. Go ahead, Karev.
well, I would say this. Here's where it gets fishy for me. I hate how our people do business, period. When I started Heritage Hip Hop, I was always told have an exit plan. Why do we always have to have exit plans when all these other people and nations don't have exit plans? I never heard of a Ralph Lauren exit plan. I never heard of a Tommy Hilfiger exit plan. I never heard of an Amazon exit plan. Now, our people always establish something, then sell it away instead of making it a profitable legacy business, right? That's what the thing about this conversation that bothers me, because that's how Jay-Z does business to me. And I could be wrong, but he was known for bringing the Nets to Brooklyn. Fuck the Nets, by the way. He was known to bringing the Nets to Brooklyn, and he had a seat there, but he sold his seat, right? Jay-Z was known for doing something big with Tidal to make it for the artist, right? That he sold his stake. He's flipping, always flipping his dollar, but there's nothing long lasting that says this is ours and we have it, right? If you look at the Target situation, right? There's 3 major artists that did the same type of deal with Target. That was Beyonce for the Cowboy Carter Target exclusive vinyl. There was G&X by Kendrick Lamar, Target exclusive. And then there was J. Cole who did it as well, who did it for the Fall Off and the Forest Hill Drive anniversary. But all these came out before the boycott. When the Target boycott happened afterwards and all this, then this Jay-Z thing comes and it's like, yo, are you not reading the leaves? Are you not reading the room? Because the NFL stigma comes on the heels of this because everybody feels that Jay-Z did what he did with the NFL. And him and Roger Goodell look so buddy-buddy. So buddy-buddy when this thing was done. It was like, all right, we kneeled, and now what? We kneeled, and now what? Now what was for him to get money? You know what I'm saying? And it's like what is the end result of this? Is it just to get money, or is it to bring awareness to something bigger? I want to quote Jamel Hill. Shout out to Jamel Hill. Used to be on ESPN, got fired for her political stances. Jamel Hill said, Target did a deal with Kai Cenat, and it drew similar criticism. Jamel Hill predicted Target will eventually give the black celebrity a check to bring shoppers back, which is part of why people are reading the Jay-Z deal as exactly that, even without a confirmed number attached to it. So give somebody black and famous something, and then the black people will follow them and come back to the store. And is that what hip-hop has become? Is hip-hop such a puppet to money and mainstream dollars that now there's no morality? Did Jay-Z actually say, fuck you, buy my album? Fuck you, pay me? To you, to all y'all people out there, and now it is what it is?
Hey, yo, I just want to say one thing about Target. For anybody that don't know, they've been in the music business. You know what I mean? I feel like they should have switched over to digital like Amazon did. You know what I mean? They'd have been lit because I remember, like I said, I used to work at Target. They was getting them Tuesday drops. Target always was dropping that shit before everybody and stuff like that. But I feel like you said, Beyonce had the thing with them, so of course he probably already had that shit sitting and waiting, and he figured the right time was to do it now because look how much odds he got when he put that Roots Picnic freestyle out. Then right after that, he announced the 3-day, you know what I mean, the Yankee thing, and why not give you something else? Like you said, Kawon, he's a great businessman, yo. He's a great fucking businessman. He's smart with it, you know what I mean? He gonna let people, because at the end of the day, you can't please everybody. Let's be honest with you. Like, you understand? It's gonna be that people that's gonna hate, but he still got his core fans, as you can see. That's why all his shows is sold the fuck out. So it don't really make a difference. So I feel like at the end of the day, we fighting something that we can't beat. Jay-Z is who he is, and he gonna do what the fuck he want. That's simple. Whether
And
y'all like it or not, yo.
truth be told, people who go into Target to buy vinyl ain't really hip hop heads. You know what I'm saying? That's the soccer mom and her family that's getting them joints. So I mean, we already know what that's all about. That's not for hip hop. So most def already put that on blast when he was talking about Drake. Drake is a, I see him as a rap pop act who plays in Target, and that's who comes in there and they buy those vinyl records because real heads ain't going to Target to buy vinyl. I'll tell you that right now.
Best I ever had. Yo, yeah, he sucks. So I'm
Hold
good.
hold on. He said you can beat them by not supporting them. Nah, yo, you know how many people in the world? Pull up the data, yo. How many people that follow Jay-Z on social media? And Beyonce. You gotta remember, it's Jay-Z and Beyonce. That's one fucking thing.
Okay.
People that support Beyonce gonna support Jay-Z regardless. Like they one thing, Mr. and Mrs. Carter. Like respectfully. So we got to stop trying to fight that. We can't beat, like, certain people are just brainwashed in a sense, like they fit fanatics. It's like, yo, Jay-Z or whoever they love could never do nothing wrong. They're gonna always support them, no matter if you like it or not. I know people that love Nicki Minaj still before and after she went to Team MAGA. They still love her.
Yeah.
And they
And to
just
be
like us. They don't love the rest of that stuff that go on, but they fuck with her. Like, you know, and that's the fan in them.
And to be fair, not fair, but as a point of reference too, Target has a new CEO, so he gonna do anything he can do to get that stock up. So that's he's in their Target's Target's in panic mode, so they're gonna do any and everything they can to get that stock back up, so the shareholders don't sue them. So it's like you said, Beyonce and all these other acts who are connected to Rock Nation, you know what I'm saying, have done this before. It was just a phone call for Target to make to say, hey, listen, we need some help, basically. So it's a partnership like that kind of thing too. So it's a lot going on when it comes to business. I know I saw something in the comments too about like people filing for bankruptcy and all that stuff. That's white people do that all the time, bro. That's how they protect their assets. Is file for
I just said
bankruptcy.
that. I just
Yeah,
said that. Like, and I'm
yeah.
getting like
That's
I'm
yeah.
wrong. How I'm wrong? I
Yeah,
just said that.
yeah.
Hello?
No, filing for bankruptcy that protects your personal assets, and then when
Yeah, like what?
the creditors come in and they buy your business for the low, they pay off the creditors, and now they own your IP. So that's business. That protects you from
That's
getting all
credit
your
card
personal
debt.
stuff jacked. That's
Hell
all it is. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Like credit
so to
card.
say, because I saw that saying like Dame filed for bankruptcy. People do it all the time, bro. They just start a new business after that, and then
Just
they
like the
do it all the time.
president. Just
Mhm.
like the president, Donald
Exactly.
Trump.
Just like
He does it.
just like him. And a bunch of them other rich people
Yeah.
out there.
So, Seek, here's the answers to your questions. Beyonce has 308 million followers on Instagram. On TikTok, she has
Yeah.
6.8 million.
They lit
On
forever.
Twitter, 15 through 16 million.
They lit
Jay-Z on
forever.
Instagram has 1 million followers. On Twitter, 3 million. And he has none confirmed on TikTok. So that's the
Yo.
numbers for the social media, according to Claude AI, which I'm using for research on the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Shout
Well,
out to
they need to
Beyonce.
cut us a check too. Shout out to
Shout out
Claude.
Beyonce. Shout out to Beyonce. You know what I mean? I love her. You know what I mean? She's Team Virgo. So I respect her hustle, her grind. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, Beyonce done had a so successful career and she never really been in no drama. So it's like, yo, she got unlimited credit. And that's her husband. So regardless of they already know a power couple, they got that influence. Like every time Beyonce go on tour, motherfuckers don't give a fuck how much it costs.
That's a
They don't give
fact.
a
Been
fuck.
there, done that.
They
That's a
don't give a
fact.
fuck how much it costs. And they got some Jay-Z fans like that. They be like, they don't give a fuck. They gotta be there. So we gotta stop trying to fight that battle with Hov, because at the end of the day, he got them other people too. He got them Jewish people too. So they already know he got the influence on certain black and brown people, but the Jewish people got that bag. So Jay-Z gonna run and get it.
So at the end of the day, is the black dollar
Go in the comments.
relative?
Go in the comments, yo. Let's
All right, what we
address
doing?
some of these comments,
All right,
yo.
let's add the
Like,
Pop. I see.
Yeah.
Pop said if Trump wasn't president, he'd be broke and in prison. I don't know about that. Businessmen always have a way of bouncing back. So I don't know. Y'all go file for bankruptcy and tell me if you're better off on the other side. I know people who've filed for bankruptcy and they came out better than what they were.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, this is factual stuff. I know. It's part of my work, so I know. That's what I'm saying. A lot of that. Now, yeah, if you a fool and you put all your assets in your name and you file for bankruptcy, you done.
we
That's
talking
why
about business, man. We talking about
business. If
we
you
ain't talking
filing
about regular
everything,
people.
yeah. If your assets are in your business, then like I said, they buy your business on the low, they pay off the creditors, and they own your IP, and then they do whatever they want to do after that. Like this I know for a fact. We're not talking about personal, we're talking about business.
Yeah, that's how
He said,
Death Row was selling Hasbro toys, right? Hasbro bought Death Row. Hasbro bought the Death Row.
Hasbro, exactly,
Word.
exactly. Anybody can
Yep.
buy your IP and they can do whatever they want to do with it. As long as they pay off those creditors and satisfy that, you can do whatever you want to do after that with the business.
It's theirs. Facts. So once again, we gave y'all a real show that talked about some real shit, not the bullshit that's out, because we do need to boycott a lot of bullshit. Wow. Pop, they say you the bullshit. we do gotta Kawon just proved me right for real. And yeah, I don't know what to say after that, because Pop's gonna win no matter what.
No matter what, yeah.
Hey, but here's the thing: like people are boycotting things for good reason. Why don't we boycott the shit that's bad to us? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know how y'all feel, but fuck that Young Miami song, that scamming shit. Fuck that song, man. I can't. I gotta be real with y'all, yo. There's a reason why people don't take hip hop serious, and it goes beyond the girls that get their butts down. Shout out to the clubs, though. It goes far beyond people doing what was that dumbass loan that they got from the government that people had to pay back and everybody went to prison.
PPP,
The
PPP.
PPP
PPP
loan.
loans. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not only that, but we got wars going on where gas is about to go up again because they reclosed the street, right? They reclosed that
Hold on. When they reclosed it, I thought they just signed the deal.
today, yesterday or
Today.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that was a
reclosed.
hoax. Nah, see, they playing
No,
with
it
us.
said the United States and Israel violated the ceasefire. So they closed this shit again. And Trump said the world is on the brink of collapse because oil's not coming out. So they got 16 million barrels out, they said, supposedly, allegedly. And they closed the strait again. So gas is going to go up again. You got people living off their credit cards buying food, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And the number one song that people's playing is scamming bitches, stealing shit. Like, come on, man. Like, we gotta cut this shit out. I don't give a fuck how fat her ass is. That song is trash. And y'all need to cut this shit out. There's people out here that's really, come on, man. We had Cyrus Carmack Belton, rest in peace, get shot in the back over water. And no one's making songs about political shit. They're talking about scamming and stealing. If you don't get y'all shit together out here, more children are gonna die, and we have more people out here don't give a fuck because these ignorant fuck boys and ignorant women are out here talking about some scamming. Fuck that, man. Look, we got to get our shit right. We talking about fatherhood and teaching children, but yet you got these people saying, "Yeah, you're right," but these dumbass people will twerk in front of their kids or do this dating shit, and it's our community and our society. Not just hip hop, our society is fucked up. And instead of talking about the things that matter, we talking about scamming. You're gonna risk you're gonna risk your family, risk your freedom to buy a fucking piece of clothing or something that has somebody else's name on it, and you can't support the people that look, talk, or come from where you come from. You are a dumb fuck. And that's my rant for the day. Anybody else got anything to say?
Yeah, hell yeah. I don't even listen to her. Like, you understand? At the end of the day, and I feel like she a female, so she influencing the younger generation. You know what I mean? And I feel that's the problem that we got right now in the society, especially with a lot of domestic violence. You know what I mean? Especially in the youth. You know what I mean? I look at the internet every day, no matter what platform I'm on, is a young female being unalive by, you know what I mean, a person. You know what I mean? They choosing the wrong type of person because they glamorizing this type of lifestyle because the influence of whatever. It could be music, social media, movies, or I need this rich person. I need this person that's in and out of jail. Like, nah, like I got a daughter. You know what I mean? I'm teaching my daughter. I'm making an example. I ain't like that. I ain't going to jail. I'm not being a slave to the prison system. I'm good off that shit. You know what I mean? I want to wake up, go and do what I want to do. You know, if I want to go run laps, if I want to go eat whatever I eat, I could eat. I don't gotta eat jail food, chips, broke up with crackers and fucking chopped up sardines and Slim Jims. I'm fucking good. So that's what scammer gonna get you, boys and girls. Go get a 9 to 5. Go get matter of fact, you don't gotta get a 9 to 5. Go get a hustle. You know what I mean? Go get a trade. You know what I mean? Let's bring that back, man. Go get a trade. You know what I mean? You got time, you got a phone. Go look up something that you love to do. Everybody was born with a talent. Use that shit. We got the ability. There's no excuses. When I was coming up with this music shit, I didn't have the internet. I couldn't connect with everybody that's watching right now. I was mailing a fucking tape, a cassette tape, envelope, looking at nasty shit, step on it, mailing out to fucking labels that I ain't never get it to. So that's all I'm saying, boys and girls. That was my rant too.
We doing a rant. We're in a rant session of the show.
That's my favorite part of the show.
I'm with it. I'm with it. All right. I'm about to step into my old man. I'm turning 47 on Tuesday. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna rant on. I'm gonna rant on corny hip hop beef, man. I'm ranting on people who using other people's resume to try to get a rep because they want some attention. You know what I mean? It's been some stuff going on these past few days I've been seeing where, people are releasing diss records and, throwing stones and hiding after the fact, and then trying to get everybody riled up, you know what I mean? But when shit gets real, they gonna want to start claiming, oh no, this is just hip hop, this is just a game. This is just da, 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 da. It's corny. If you a grown man, it's corny. Get on your own thing. Get on your own hustle. Promote your music your way. Release your music and stop the corny shit because it's played out. It's corny. It's non-productive. It's counterproductive.
Somebody said
And
name names, yo. Somebody said name names in the chat. They
so
want.
I used to work with artists. And I'll let them know how I feel. I used to work with an artist named Rock King. And last year, for some reason or another, we was up for a few Heritage Hip Hop Awards, like pretty much all the major categories for the Heritage Hip Hop Awards, right? And we didn't win, but it was a win for me because it was like, yo, people recognizing the work. We done put in this work together. You know what I'm saying? Let's build off of this. And for some reason or another, he decided to start putting out diss records at the Bad Seed, who won some of the awards. And I didn't get it, right. So we had some stuff going internally where it was like, yo, for me as Kawon, this goes against what I stand for, character wise, morals. You know what I'm saying? I respect this culture. You know what I'm saying? I respect all of this. I'm not in this to be selfish, and I'm not in this for all that. So kind of had to cut ties professionally. It was like, yo, what we did is what we did. We did 3 to 4 good records. I'm gonna move on from here. You gonna move on from you. So ever since then, he's kind of been tapping that seed and picking at him, and seed kind of been ignoring him, and it kind of blew up over the weekend where it was like another diss record, and seed kind of approached it, and just kind of watching it play out online, man. It's just for me, it's just corny. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not getting anybody anywhere. Uh, Rob was on one of those trajectories where he was gonna do some dope stuff, but he kind of been shooting himself in the foot for me, and this is me talking professionally. He's been shooting himself in the foot because I was setting up some nice little opportunities for him that was going to get him ready for this next run, and it didn't work out because they had to cut ties with him. So it's just to see that happen, man. And he's trying to get a rep off a Bad Seed, who's like a underground legend, whose resume is crazy, and him to kind of go at Seed talking about, him being an older guy in the game, and getting dropped from the label back in the 90s, and him being broke, which is crazy because I know for a fact Ryan got money like that, and he won't try to call somebody else broke is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that thing is just kind of it's played out, man. You know what I'm saying? And Rod, if you're watching this, Rod, man, I'll let you know, bro. It's played out. Get on your shit, man, and make your music, bro. Like, stop trying to get a rep off somebody else's resume. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not gonna get you anywhere. It's gonna put you in a position where nobody want to hear what you got to say, and nobody gonna take you serious, especially if you're gonna come out saying that you are a knowledge-based artist and all you're doing is just starting beef with people, because now it's making you look like a phony. So that's my rant, bro. It's played out. It's old. It's been about a year. Get on your shit and do your own thing, man. Like, stand on your own too. Stop taking bad advice from people in your circle, because I know that's probably part of it too. Don't take advice from people who ain't got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I gotta say about that. I don't want to talk about it no more. But it
That's
really
a
been
fact.
it bugged me this weekend, and it was kind of just like, you know what I'm saying? It's just we gotta stop doing that. You know what I'm
Hey
saying? We just
yo,
gotta stop doing that.
listen, man. My God-given talent is music, so you could try that shit, like respectfully. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could try it.
Y'all don't know. Pop said he dropping this record on seat.
Now you could try. I'm waiting. Hype him up. Get him hyped, please.
But let's talk about Drums Ruggy. He said he was in a group with Rod King called Culture Gods, and he dissed him too. So we're not gonna that was enough was said, because look, my name was dropped in songs too. Shout out to every artist that ever dissed me on the song. Thanks. Y'all got me lit. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? My heritage is
Yeah,
hip hop. I don't
and
need it
it's
no
not
more.
it's not me trying to call out anybody or give anybody shine. It's just for me personally. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? Like,
fuck Karev. That's what they saying. Fuck Karev.
we just
Hey,
got to do better than that, man. It's enough people out here that love your music, man. And if you come off corny, like that's gonna set you back so far, bro. And from my personal knowledge, I was working on some dope stuff for the brother. You know what I'm saying? And he shot himself in the foot to where all of that went away. You know what I'm saying? And some people just got that kind of pride where they don't care, and that's cool too. But you got to get it together, man, and do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Just make the music, bro. That's all people really. At the end of the day, people care about the music, and that's it. So just make music. Stop the corny beef shit, because that's corny.
Yeah, and another thing, everybody can't win. Like, you understand what I'm saying? If you didn't win, take it as motivation. You know what? I'm gonna win next year. I'm about to go back in the lab. And for anybody that's listening and watching, listen, man, you got two other people that's gonna be behind them scenes. You know what I mean? That's gonna be judging this thing. So you diss me, be prepared to end your career, like respectfully. Like, I don't play when it comes to my pen, so go ahead and diss me if you want. Karev, let it slide. I'm gonna go right to the drawing board, and it's over. Then I'm gonna set up me a fleet conference call to make sure every DJ across all 52 fucking, how many other states is in the United States had that shit, and they're gonna play it. Then I'm shooting a video for it. Then I'm gonna have everybody that I know that got platforms reshare my shit. So it's over before your shit even started, respectfully. But Heritage Hip-Hop Awards, make sure you tap in, sign up. Donation is a small fee, $25, but that's going to help you. It's going to promote you. It's going to push you. It's going to market you. So why not spend it with people that really cares about hip-hop, that cares about you, and is trying to see you win, and to
It's a
see
good
y'all
look.
climb like us.
It's a good look. Nah, it's a good look. My brother, on a positive note, my brother Lindor was nominated for some awards last year, and he started getting more people tapping into his music after the Heritage Hip Hop Awards. So it's a dope look. It's a positive look. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing, and it's something that if this is one of your steps in your music, man, submit to there, get other people to listen to your records so they can judge it fairly. I'm not gonna be a judge because I'm gonna submit my album, so I don't want no conflict of interest. But it's a dope look, man. Like I said, it's dope to be in a category with a bunch of really dope artists that you may end up working with down the future because they're gonna be listening to your records. You know what I'm saying? They want to see what the competition is in a good way. So yeah, support Heritage Hip Hop, man. Get your nominations in, get that donation in, man, and then we gonna take care of you on the promotional side. And then Karev is he's putting his heart into this thing, man. It's legit. It's really legit.
Now that's a fact. That's a fact. Let me say one thing before you chime in, Karev. I also want to say, just to piggyback off of that, I am currently doing free music review submissions. Pretty soon we're gonna bring the mic house. We're gonna do video music submissions. I'm gonna get the details together, and once I get the details together, we'll have more information. Anybody that's watching, I don't care if you wherever you at, you know what I mean, because if you really care, it's something you do, you ain't gonna let nothing stop you from traveling to wherever you got to get. So Hello Effect Experience Part 3 is going down July 19th from 3 to 8 p.m. It's in Union, New Jersey, Playoki. I got the information on my IG if anybody follow me. If you need more information, DM me and I'll be gladly to give it to you. But we looking for comedians, people that play instruments, singers, rappers, artists, business, anybody that's trying to be seen and heard in front of real people, like a real audience. You know what I mean, come tap in with us. I mean, this is the beginning, this part 3, but we building. Like, why get it to where I wanted that? You don't want to miss it. That's all I'm gonna say for now. I'm gonna pass the career.
Shout out to everybody. You said when, Seek. Sean Pop said when. He wants to come through.
July 19th. It's in Union, New Jersey. Yo, you don't follow me on IG? He on IG?
Give me your IG. It's on the screen at the Hello Effect on the
No,
screen.
I'm saying, yeah, he could just whatever. He could leave it in there.
Yeah.
I'll follow. I don't care.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
for everybody out there watching, thank you for watching. Drones Rugged said something. I want to go back to what he said. He said, if y'all gonna buy clothes, you could buy his brand for ladies called Pretty Rugged. Keep It Rugged is support your local artists. That's very important. Like I said, when we talk about the using your black dollar, support the artists, y'all. Buy the clothes, buy the merch, buy the music. I don't care if you buy some hats, buy some socks, buy a mug, get a pillow, get a towel. I don't care. It all matters. DJ Kawon has his brand. Seek has his brand. I have my brand as well. Go ahead, Seek. We have DJ Kawon showed his hat. What you got? You got the Hello Effect shirts.
It's a
I got the
mixtape show
Heritage
hat.
Hip Hop shirts.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Matter of fact, I got 2 of these joints left. I'm gonna get these away. If who in the comments?
We got
We,
Pop, we got
we gonna
Drone Target, we got
I'm gonna get these away. We're gonna get these away. We're gonna we'll do a random drawing of whoever's in the comments, and I'll get these away and ship these to you. Mixtape show hats.
all right. And me, I've been giving things away for a long time. And I have my own store now. You can hit that little widget up there, scan it with your phone. That's my T Public store. We got
That
new
work?
shirts out. Yeah, we got that them Nixon 5 shirts. We got those OG Ananobi shirts. We got those Heritage Hip-Hop shirts. We out there. So if y'all want to support, because
That's fire. That do work. That's fire.
that money goes towards the Heritage Hip Hop Awards. Once again, it's not in my pocket. This widget right here, y'all scan that widget. That's djkwonmusic.com. Scan that.
Got merch on there, music on there, pre-order for the Boom Bap alumni albums on there right now. Actually, I'm gonna release it tonight. I got a couple pre-orders. I'm gonna release the digital downloads tonight. So I got the digital download on sale right now in honor of my 47th birthday for $4.70. So if you get that between now and Tuesday, you get the digital download for $4.70.
All right,
Tapes and
Pop,
tapes and
there you go.
CDs coming in and all that. So yeah, man.
Go show
Support that.
love, support.
Yeah,
Go show
just
love,
Yeah,
support.
I got
Look,
merch
Pop.
in there. I got hats. I got hoodies. All that stuff. It's on the website. You can get all that stuff. We got a bunch of dope stuff on there.
So once again, that widget up top is DJ Kawon's site. And we have cabangers.com. That's Seek site. Seek, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, my site right now is under construction because I'm trying to get it to where I need to be. But I'm also working on the Hello Effect site because I want to separate that. But CA Bangers, for anybody know, that's my company. That's my entertainment company. You know what I mean? And that's what the Hello Effect platform falls under that. But I want to do his own website because that shit is like it's blowing up. So I need people just to click on the Hello Effect. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have merch and all that up there. And I know pretty soon we're gonna have Mike Council merch. You know what I mean? So stay tuned to that for people that support it. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm gonna just say this for the people that have been supporting, like since we started, I'm gonna give y'all something for free. You know what I mean? Out of my pocket. You know what I mean? As far as like the Mike Council. You know what I mean? Collectively, because I enjoy. You know what I mean? Y'all coming in, y'all engaging. You know what I mean? Every Sunday. That mean a lot because it's hard to find people to support. You know what I mean?
Right.
So shout out to y'all. So once we get the Mike Council joint, we gonna tap in with
Yeah,
y'all.
man. Yeah,
But yeah,
I'm gonna give away some joints.
cabangers.com. You know what I mean? I'm working on it. It's under construction right now. I'm trying to get it to where I want it to be because I want it to be easy to navigate. Like far as like artists, I want to put like artists that I promote. You know what I mean? That I market. You know what I mean? Artists that I film, do interviews, like service and stuff like that. So stay tuned into that. I ain't gonna give her all the stuff that I'm doing because it could be a straggle in here. Like, oh shit, let me go do that first. No, that's it.
Nah, yeah, because I'm also restructuring heritagehiphop.com to show more of the services. I'm almost done my class, y'all. When I get the certification, I'm gonna celebrate and I want y'all to be there with me 100%. Not only that, everyone, I have another question from the comments. My computer is doing the bullshit. Drums Rugged asked, when is the
deadline for the submissions?
Where's the deadline for submissions?
Yeah.
Here's my answer to what's the deadline. Don't worry about it. Just put your submission in. All artists. Matter of fact, AC, I dedicate this to you. Everybody, give me a second, please.
I'm gonna say something too on here. You know what I mean?
Where's this? Go ahead, bro.
Yo, anybody, I'm gonna make a post on this on my IG though. Anybody that comes to the Hello Effect experience, you know what I mean? I'm gonna probably draw like 2 artists and I'm gonna pay for their submission out of my pocket. Like, you know what I mean? That's something I'm gonna do. You know what I mean?
Right,
that's something I'm gonna do.
I respect that. Thank you. And you don't have to submit. The artist doesn't. You can support an artist by submitting for them if you believe in your friend or the artist yourself. For Artist of the Year, album of the year, or project of the year for a solo or group act. Listen, look at the picture. Submit your product. You don't have to wait for the submission deadline. You can submit right now. $25 to my Cash App, $ Heritage Hip Hop. Put in the caption the artist and the project that you're submitting for. All money raised is going towards the artist, not and to the show, not to my pocket. I'm not getting rich off of this. I'm doing this as a labor of love to give back, and we're looking for sponsorship as well. So far, the goal is $1,000. We have $300 raised so far. So we're
Nice.
on 1/3 the
Congratulations
way
to
there.
that though. Shout
Yeah,
out to
salute.
that.
Salute.
Word.
So we're on our way there, ladies and gentlemen. And you can submit your projects. You can also submit music videos to be shown during the show. And also, if you want to showcase your skill as a singer, as a freestyler, maybe you want to get a whole bunch of your people together and y'all do a freestyle together. It's only $25. The more we get submissions we get, not only is the better the show, but the more we get to highlight you, the independent artist that is ignored by the mainstream. Because all y'all out there looking for Benny the Butcher features and Jadakiss features, and that look, they're not doing this for y'all. They're not giving nothing back. And I'm not discrediting them. I'm just saying, build the people who want to build with the people who want to build with you and build you up. You know what I'm saying? So yes, y'all can do this. And once again, wait. Let me just do one more thing, because I want this to be well understood. Y'all see that picture, right? But I want y'all to submit your projects. But let me be what do white folks say? Let me be woke. let me be politically correct. There's a lady there too. So women have won the Heritage Hip Hop Awards as well. So everybody out there watching, if you won the Heritage Hip Hop Award before, show it. Tell people what the Heritage Hip Hop Award has done for you. I got 2 females that will bust your ass, all independent artists out there that think y'all nice. Shout out to Ty Phoenix and shout out to She Real. Those are 2 ladies that won for their projects. And I'll put their projects against a whole lot of y'all out there. And some of y'all got marketing teams, and y'all marketing team don't give a fuck about giving y'all that recognition. I do. So submit to the Heritage Hip Hop Awards. Don't worry about the deadline. The deadline is when you decided it is. And if you're too late, you cut off. So don't worry about everybody else. Just submit. It will be put in it where it has to be put in. People will listen to it. And it does not matter if it's hip hop, R&B, or whatever. If we get enough submissions for every type of genre, that means we have more awards. If we had 7 R&B and 7 hip hop awards, that's a hip hop and an R&B award. That's 2 different awards.
Yeah, and you've done physical awards, like you get the hardware, you get in the past. So yeah, man, that'd be dope. I need room up there, man. I got room I'm making up there, so I got to give me one of them joints. I need a Heritage Hip Hop Award. You know what I mean?
And we got Pop said 38 specials looking for a Jadakiss feature. Well, hey man, I don't know what to say about that, but I'll tell y'all this: our show is the shit. And the Heritage Hip Hop Award is the shit. So please, if you have anybody, any businesses, anyone that y'all want to help us with, we're looking for sponsorship. They need a letter or anything, hit me in the DM, email me, Karev at heritagehiphop.com. I have the letters already out and ready. All right, that's first. Second, we don't need the artists to do it themselves only. If you want to sponsor an artist, you can do that by putting the 25 in for the artist. Just make sure you see that on the bottom of the screen, Cash App, $ Heritage Hip Hop. And when it says reason or why, just put what the category is, who's the artist, and what it's for. That's it. And you could do more than one. We got Drums Rugged here. If Drums Rugged wanted to do Artist of the Year and Solo Project of the Year, he could do it for both. If you wanted to put in a freestyle and a music video, that's what, 25. That's $100 right there. That gets you 4 different nominations or 4 different things for the one award show. So the more you put in, the more you're going to get out of it, the more exposure you're going to get from it. Because that's what y'all need. Exposure.
Promotion.
Word. Don't be that person that's in church when the collection plate going by. Like, put something in that shit, yo. Put at least one song in it. If you're an artist that's watching this, yo, I'm gonna be quite frankly with you, yo. This is the type of stuff that you need. Like, you know what I mean? This goes with your content. This goes with your hard work. This gonna motivate you. If you got some people that's listening to your music and that's critiquing it and that's letting you know, like, you know what, yo, these two projects that came from these artists. You know what I mean? I had a hard time picking, but I only had to pick one. Like, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Listen, man, you got 3 professionals on your screen every Sunday. We do our own thing, but collectively, we got something that we building, and I'm gonna let you know. Be locked in before it's too late. And what I mean by it's too late, these are reasonable and great prices for the things that we do. You don't understand what time is. Time is ticking away from our lives, from our kids and stuff like that. Like, you understand, to focus on helping others. And so at the end of the day, get with it. If you take your art serious, if you doing this shit for a hobby, you went to going to talent shows, don't hit me up, like, respectfully. And I ain't being mean or nothing like that, but I ain't looking for artists that's on that talent show shit. I'm looking for people that's really trying to break into these industry, because you can make money. Like, don't think of it like you need a label. Build your own following up and sell your own product. Go to these shows with merch. That's the thing. A lot of these artists, they go to the show, do their little shit, and they out. No, go in the crowd, mingle with people. Hey, what's going on? Here's my business card. Oh, tap in with me. I got this merch. Even if you get one sale, that shit all goes back into motivation. He says the PayPal option, Karev?
Yes, it is. DM me for that. I don't really like to use PayPal too much.
You fuck
But
PayPal. They charge you. They charge
yes,
you a
Be
percentage and
taxing.
shit.
yes.
Yeah, fuck
Taxing,
them.
boy.
I don't really like to use PayPal too much. I like to put it. See, what one thing I tell
Zelle.
y'all.
You ain't got a Zelle?
No, I don't have Zelle.
Okay,
My bank
damn.
doesn't use Zelle. So one thing I'm gonna tell y'all, the reason why I use Cash App is because it's digital money. That means I could just, instead of it hitting the account and going all over the place, it goes straight from the Cash App directly to that person's pockets. So I don't have to worry about processing fees. Because if y'all don't know, now that digital money is the currency of America, sometimes people take cash, but if you notice, you pay more with the card than with cash. It's because of the 3% fee that they use for the plastic. So
They
that's
say
why
that's illegal though. They say they ain't supposed to charge us.
they say, but they do it anyway. It's another tax. And
But
there's no
if it's illegal, they shouldn't. You shouldn't have to pay that then. A lot of people say all that shit is. I've been hearing that, seeing that for like
Yeah.
months now. They say that shit is illegal for them, for you to
so
get charged
so
with
then
that fee,
so
even
then
at the
what do they
gas
do?
station.
So then what do? They call it a service fee, not a tax. That's how, remember we did the show on Ticketmaster and things? That
Mhm.
tax is called a service fee.
That
So
should be
that's why
illegal.
it is. It's usury. It's a biblical sin. But
Okay.
unfortunately, well, what can I tell you? But so if you want to use PayPal, DM me and let's work that out. But I like to use Cash App because it's right then and there. And then when I go to put it into the Google ads or something, it goes right to them and I don't have to worry about any fees or anything. So that's why I use Cash App primarily. Well, we could talk about that, ladies and gentlemen. So please look forward to the Heritage Hip Hop Awards. Before we get out of here, y'all know what time it is. We're gonna start with Kawon. Kawon, what is in your rotation for the week?
You already know, man. June 23rd, Boom Bap Alumni is finally here, man. It's a labor of love for the past year. We go live, you know what I'm saying? We got a new video ready to go. I got my posse cut video that's almost done. So I'm excited, man. Boom Bap Alumni drops this Tuesday. Go to djkawonmusic.com. You can, like I said, you can get the digital copy for $4.70 right now. You can buy tapes and cassettes. They should be coming in here in the next week or so. I'm going to be out of town later this week, so I'll probably be a week behind the ship out. So bear with me. If matter of fact, if you get cassettes or CDs from me, I'll throw in a little something extra for the wait. You know what I'm saying? Since I'm gonna be out of town, I'll throw you in a free chain reaction or I got vinyl tears still. I still got What a Time to Be Alive by my man Trav. I got some CDs left. I got Chain Reaction CDs. I got a bunch of albums left still. Unfortunately, which is crazy, I don't have any more Keep It Rugged. So shout out to Drums Rugged, sold out on the cassette. So shout out to him.
All right, shout out
Um,
to Drums
but ev-
Rugged.
but everything else, I'll throw in a little extra for somebody who buy tape or CD for me. I'll if you buy a CD, I'll send you an extra CD or tape, vice versa. CDs are double disc. You get the album version, and you get the instrumental version of that. The cassettes are regular, and if you get a physical, you get the digital download card. You tap this to your phone, and you can open up the album. It's signed. You tap it to your phone. You open it up. You can get a free. You'll get the album. The album's on here. All the music videos on here, and some extra content like behind the scenes beat
I
making
need
videos
that.
and all that
I need
stuff.
that.
Access to the radio stations on here. Access to the website to buy merch. So this is when you buy physical. When you buy tapes and CDs, you get this for free. It's a collector's card and it updates in real time. So every time I add something to this, I'll email everybody who has this card and let them know we got new content on there for the life of the album. So salute to y'all.
All right. He said weed pack. Shout out to the
We
weed pack. All right. See what you got.
I'm gonna tap into my bro tape. I'm gonna see what that is. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be my rotation. To be honest with you, I also got to catch up with some emails. I got a couple of artists that sent me some records. I want to check out. I want to put some content on it. And that's pretty much it because most of my time is gonna be editing. You know what I mean? I got a bunch of interviews I'm trying to get out. And I'll let everybody know the date of my first season of the Hello Effect is going to be on Tubi available. I don't have a release date, but I should know something by hopefully this week, a release date, and we're gonna continue to pump them things on Tubi because I got a whole bunch of interviews, like you know what I mean. Even the ones on YouTube, I don't give a fuck. They going on Tubi also. They getting up there somehow, and my new ones and whatever else. So yeah, so I've been focused on that. You know what I mean? I ain't really been having time to really listen to any music, but Kawon, I'm gonna listen to it. So when we come back on Sunday, I'm gonna talk. I mean, we could talk about it, and that's it.
I may have to call in next Sunday when I'm out and about. We'll see. I'll be on
I
the West
mean, no, I'm
Coast.
gonna say it if you ain't on here, man.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Karev could talk about it. You know what I mean? That could
Oh
be
yeah, I got new interviews too. It's been a minute, but I got a new interview up this week. Canada artist goes by the name of Noah 23, and his
okay.
producer Fresh Kills, who's like a legendary Canadian producer up there. He's sponsored by Akai and MPC. He
Yeah.
goes on tour for them all the time. Working at MPC, so that's a dope interview. They got a new album that's dropping next month. They sent me an advance copy, so we talked about that. And I'm currently working on booking an interview with Apollo Brown. He got a new instrumental album coming out, and I've interviewed him twice. So his people are pretty cool with trying to connect me with him. So I'm trying to get that book. So Apollo Brown will be on the mixtape show soon.
Ooh,
I
I'm trying to get him over here too. I'm still trying to work him over here
I'm
too.
a Paul
Don't worry
Brown
about it.
fan.
let me say one thing also too. Like I told you on the last show, I'm about to be featured in 2 magazines. One, I don't know if I'm being a Silk magazine or the Fiend magazine, but the owner of her name is Bobby. I can't think of her name right now. My bad. Excuse me. But and I'm gonna be in another magazine. They send me the interview questions and I send them pictures and stuff like that. So look out for that. Once I find out all the details, like I said, I'm gonna put it out there so I could read it up, the questions and stuff like that. Because in those magazines, y'all gonna find some things out y'all probably don't know about me. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like far as the questions, because my interviews is basically interview based. So y'all don't really know me unless y'all really know me. Like you know what I mean, to get to know me. So check out the magazine so I get to briefly know me and follow our journey. Once again, all 3 of us, we collectively, the Mike Council, we all do our own thing. You know, you see Karev brand right there. It's big as hell. If you need thicker glasses, let us know. Heritage Hip-Hop. Make sure you support it, follow, subscribe. Kawon and Mixtape, tap in. Great interviews. He outside. He look, get the beats, all that. And whatever y'all need from me, if I could do it for you, I'd do it. I mean, but had this dinero. That's it. Had that dinero.
Facts.
Straight up.
No,
Dinero.
no minor, no nominations. For real. That's what it is, yo. My man still dancing. He doing that scamming dance. See, that's that bullshit.
No. This to get the money for real. Like I'm doing my junk. I'm trying to be a free slave. I ain't trying to be incarcerated. I'm trying to do things the right way. That's what I'm trying to say. I handle my business correctly. Like anybody that does business with me, come professional. I'm gonna treat you professional. Like I said, don't hit me with Leo. What up, yo? What up, my bro? What up, gang? You getting blocked automatically. Like the same way you go on
Facts.
and talk to them people, treat me the same with respect. Cause I'm gonna give you that same respect. And let's do business together and we gonna win together. I promise you. Cause I work hard for everything I do.
Facts. So my rotation this week is going to be Kawon's album, yo. Look, we supporting the whole team first. Shout out to everybody else who put out albums. Makami got an album, Hutch got an album, Be the Weeder. Shout out to the West Coast. They got albums and all that. And my man Tree been putting me on some of these West Coast albums. And look forward to another show on Heritage Hip Hop called The Classic Divide, where we argue or debate, I should say, are these albums y'all call classics really classics? We're gonna start separating the bullshit from the popular opinion. and really dive into these albums to see if they really classics. All right, we're gonna do that. So shout out to all the people releasing music. One album I did listen to that I like is RJ Payne's 5-song EP. I like that a lot. Heavy lyrical, not musical, but that's what East Coast music is. Heavy lyrical and not musical. You go to West Coast, it's heavy musical, not lyrical. So you just got to balance it out. You know what I'm saying? One more time in the comments, Classic Divide, let's go. Yeah, let's go. We want the Classic Divide. Pop wants to be on Seek Show on Tubi, so you got a budding TV star in the comments, you know what I'm saying? And one more thing I want to say. Next week, we might really have to talk about old rappers coming back and putting out subpar shit. Because that Big Daddy Kane response to Max B was pretty ass. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, yo. I did not like. I just hope this last album, the curtain call he's putting out, I hope it's really good, because what came out, we all know Kane can rap, but the one thing a lot of these artists have, they have bad ears for music. And Razkaz said it on his first album. I don't give a F about a beat. I just rap. Please stop doing that. Stop putting good stuff together, because if y'all don't got good beats, go to DJ Kawon. Go to Stan.
Hold on. Time.
Please.
So hold up. What you mean by ass though? Break that down, because like we got younger people listening. They don't know what you mean. What you mean? Like what he was talking about, or his flow, like or the beat choice didn't go with that?
The beat was trash. It's like Then he started rapping.
Hold up, but he wasn't killing it though.
It don't matter. The beat was ass. Let's say the 80s no more. You just can't rap on anything that people gonna listen like, oh, that was good. You gotta have good music, yo. You gotta have good music, yo. You gotta have good beats. You got and plus Kane being a legend. Kane being a legend, he needs them beats. Now, like I said, this is a preview for next week's show. I'm gonna tell y'all, for everybody out there that said Big Daddy Kane and and we gotta support. Okay, we gotta support our legends. Did y'all get that Juice Crew album that the RZA produced with Kane on it? And his album, his single was the first single off that project. Did y'all support that shit? Because if you didn't, y'all have nothing to say. Shut up. All y'all doing is talking. I supported it. So,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't support millionaires.
But then you don't support me.
I'm trying to support you to get millionaires. We got to get all them old millionaires out there and make new millionaires. That's all I'm saying. Don't you want to get them old faces out there? Don't you want your face? You should be the face of it. We got to stop. That's a form of gatekeeping. They holding up positions. No, fuck out of here. No.
And that is the story of New Jersey hip hop and hip hop all along.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. We kicking that door down, man.
Speaking of legend, who got a dope joint? Alchemist just dropped the EP and he got Coogee rap on there. That's
Liquid
pretty.
Form. Yeah,
that's pretty. It's pretty tough. I'll say it's good to hear G Rap come back on something.
Yeah, I want to interview. I'm gonna figure out somebody that know. I'm gonna interview him, yo. Oh yeah, I want to say this too. All right, man. Quiet as kept. I supposed to be getting a Kevin Gates interview. You know what I mean? So we gonna pray on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they can go left or right.
Yeah, you know,
listen, man. I don't give a fuck where it goes. I wanted to go viral. You know what I mean? I'm gonna actually tell him my questions. You know what I mean? Once I get an official date and stuff like that.
Yeah. So y'all be on the lookout for the Hello Effect and the Hello Experience. Shout out to DJ Kawon. Y'all on the left coast. Check them out at the Roots Picnic. And if y'all around Jersey, I'm at LA. Yep. And if y'all in Jersey, I'm at the World Cup, and I might be on the block near you asking questions. If you like to be
good luck. Good luck at the World Cup, yo. That traffic, it's crazy, yo. I was stuck.
Know. I was in the first night.
Listen. Friday, was Juneteenth. You know what I mean? But everybody had off, so I drove up from South, and I drove up to North Bergen, parked my car, and I got on a bus to go to the city by the Lincoln Tunnel. That shit usually take 10 to 15 minutes. That shit took like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like the World Cup ain't to the tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
The 22nd. Yeah.
Tomorrow 8 o'clock. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure why was traffic like that in New York like that.
Well, all the people getting busted for going to the massage parlors. I don't know. Maybe it was them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out on the sex crackdowns. I try to get it in during the World Cup.
Oh shit! Like that's crazy.
I don't know, but we got to get out of here. So for everybody out there that's watching, may the Most High bless you. Stay tuned to all 3 platforms. We'll see you next Sunday at 8 p.m. Peace, and we're out.
Thank you and good night. We We are Heritage Hip-Hop.